Basketball is one of the hottest sports right now. And this series, we're going to be discussing high school basketball. So we will be talking to high school coaches, athletes, trainers, scouts, recruiters. We're going to talk to everybody. I'm your host, Rangeman, and this is The Cage.
Hey! Shout out Rangemanfilms, man. Shout out to Rangemanfilms.
I'm trying to do the unthinkable. I'd rather die than be stuck in the cubicle. I'd rather spend all like this. Back to my swing, I've been working on hits. Trying to do shows, sold out events. All of these rappers be claiming they next. The way they be moving, I'm never convinced. Look at their eyes, I came to get even. Gave them a chance, they gave me a reason. Open their eyes, they all see the vision. 2019 and...
Shout out to Rangemanfilms. You know the vibes.
Welcome back. I'm Rangeman, and I'm your host for The Cage. This series, we will be discussing lots of basketball, lots of high school basketball. That's my assistant over there talking. Our guest today will be Coach Brian Oxenot, Palatka's head coach, Coach Powell from Suncoast, hosting the tournament, the Charger Classics. Also have a very special guest via phone call, Alex Gillis from PBC Hoops, who hosted this past weekend the Holiday Basketball Classics of the Palm Beaches. So my first guest up is Coach Powell from Suncoast High School. Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Great, man. Great.
Now, Coach, the Suncoast Classic, this is what, the 11th year you guys have hosted this tournament?
Well, we try to make sure we keep it very competitive. And each year it's been growing and growing, and I'm proud of the effort that everybody has put in helping this situation to grow to become what it has become today.
I mean, day one was extremely excited. I mean, you had Dwyer and Edgewater who went into actually overtime. You guys actually had a nail biter in this one here, pulling it out at the very last minute.
Yeah, it came down to the last shot, man. I was proud of my guys. They played hard, they executed, they made the right decision, and he just knocked down a great shot.
So you call a timeout with 10 seconds left. Did you draw that play up, or did the guys just kind of improvise on that?
Actually, I thought they were coming out of main, but he came out of his zone. But my guys did a great job on the adjustment. Sam Rowe played big in that situation where he attacked the gap and kicked it to Albert Garnett, and he knocked down the three.
Look forward to talking to you more the rest of the season. Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
So now we have Coach Brian Oxenot over at Palatka High School, who the team had actually had a phenomenal game against Suncoast. They came up short, but you know what? These boys came to play. So, Coach, tell me a little bit about your game plan going into this game.
Well, the game plan is, I always tell my guys to be who you are. We're an up-tempo team. We like to run. We like to get after it on defense. We run the ball, get it out, but not create the turnovers that we had. The turnovers is what got us in the missed free throws. Normally, we come out a little bit more successful in the night. But.
Well, the team looked very good out there, Coach. You know, I enjoy watching them. Now, tell me, how are you enjoying the Suncoast Classic so far?
Oh, this is a great classic. I appreciate Coach Powell for inviting us down. This is going to make us better when we go back up in our area up there. We're about 4 hours away from here up north. So when we go back, we'll be ready.
All right, Coach. Well, I want to thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll be speaking soon again.
All right, Doc. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, guys, now for our featured guest, I have Alex Gillis on the phone, and we're going to be talking basically about the Holiday Basketball Classic. Hey, Alex, how's it going, man? I am happy to have you on the show. Thank you very much for coming on.
I'm real good, man. Just getting over a 4-day tournament, which ended up, really good. So I'm ready to be on with Rangeman on the podcast.
So, Alex, tell me, this year is your first year hosting the holiday basketball classic. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is my first year as tournament director. I've been on the board for the past 3 years. So the tournament was going into its fourth year. Last January, the existing tournament director, decided that he'd be moving on. So when they offered me the opportunity last January to become the tournament director, I jumped on it because, all about Palm Beach County basketball. We do everything for Palm Beach County basketball. So I wanted to try to raise the level of the event. We've always had good teams, but we just weren't able to get the kind of crowd support that we wanted. So when they approached me about it, that was the main thing, is to try to, increase the exposure and get the crowds there. And I think we did a good job.
So how many teams did you guys actually get for this tournament this year?
Okay, we had 32 teams, 16 girls, 16 boys in the national tournament. And then what we did also this year, we added what's called the Palm Beach versus Broward Challenge, which gave us another 9 teams that basically played, within the tournament. They weren't actually in the brackets, but they were just basically playing for what's called the Palm Beach Broward Cup. And we played 9 total games. They were close games, but Palm Beach ended up winning 6 games out of 3. And, Broward, was tough in all those games, but we just came out on top. So Palm Beach won the first year, the Palm Beach versus Broward Cup. And Dwyer was technically the winning team because they won that last game and finished 2-1. So all in all, it was a great event. Not only the challenge, but the tournament itself, the national tournament, we had great teams. So I'm just looking forward to next year, because I think next year, we already have several teams on a boys and girls side that want to come back. So I'm just looking forward just to getting these teams in. And then if we can't take every local team. So if we can't take every local team, what we'll do is we'll put the best ones in a challenge, and, they'll get the same exposure, and they'll just play teams that they normally wouldn't play. But ideally, we want to try to get in a national division. We want to get teams ranked in the top 50 of their state at the minimum. And then in the American, which is the second division, we look anywhere from 50 to 150. So, that way all the games are competitive. No one's getting blown out. Even though, they're competitive games, you just want to make sure that the fans, get the best game possible. In the final game, the championship game that we had between Davidson Day and Westminster Academy, was, I think it was a high-level game. You had about 5 or 6 D1 guys on the floor. You don't see that all the time when you're talking about high school basketball. Westminster, unfortunately, they just, weren't deep. They have their guys, but they really didn't have as many guys. I think had an injury here or there or whatever. But, that was a great game. Some bigs, some high talent. Overall, I think we had really competitive games. Very few blowouts, and it was just good. It was just a good event. And like I said, I was just happy to see everyone come out and support. Saw a lot of kids out there, and, that's the best thing is when players, they come out. That means they want to play in it. So maybe the next year, when we reach out to the coaches, they'll be eager to jump in this event and maybe not go somewhere else. Yeah, and that's the thing about these holiday tournaments is if you can get, and if you look at it, what I've been kind of realizing, and the teams are doing this now, especially with the changes to the way the classifications are. A lot of teams are just playing a lot of these events where you can kind of pick your opponent and see play a higher level, because in reality there's in every district there's a few teams that are a lot better. So what's the sense in a team that's a lot better playing a team that they know they're going to beat? So since you don't have to play them, they've been filling them up with other games, and I think that's going to make basketball in our area better because they're playing better teams.
Well, Alex, I want to thank you very much for coming on to the show. We appreciate what you do in Palm Beach County and all of South Florida.
Definitely. Hey, man, that's the way, and I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for this. This is something we need, and I'm glad I was the first one on. Hey, man, well, you do a great job yourself, man. You got all the, basically, when you talk about the grassroots following, you got all the kids following you, so, you're doing a great job, and like I said, we definitely work together, man. So I appreciate being on, and I can't wait to next time.
So, guys, make sure you go check out pbchoops.com, all right, where you will find all things basketball. schedules, game scores, stats, all of it on his page. All right. And Alex also has a recruiting service. So anyone who's looking for, to hook up with some colleges because you don't have any looks yet, hey, contact Alex, okay? Link will be down below in the descriptions. All right. So I appreciate you, Alex. Thank you very much for coming on. I'm pretty sure me and you gonna be talking a lot this whole season for the simple fact that I'm gonna be leaning on you for some of those stats and those scores.
Okay.
Coaches, I like you guys to either call in, text, email, or DM us your stats, your player stats every night. So tune in every Friday night, 10 p.m. for The Cage, where we'll be talking all things high school basketball. All right. So guys, thank you very much. Our time is up. I appreciate you guys. See you guys next time. I'm your host, Rangeman, and this is The Cage.